Hey everybody, Jason here today. So hope you guys are having a nice green day like I am today. Up about $9,000 so far. Had no idea that this was going to happen today. In fact, like this morning like pre-market was looking good, and they were down $1,200, and now up $10,000 for the day so far. So pretty good. So far, so good. We'll see if Tesla holds around this level. I did expect some consolidation somewhere around the $600 level, but I I think it'll probably bounce around in this area. But we do still have all those catalysts coming here in the next weeks with production deliveries, and we're not too far off from the next earnings report and overall. So usually that brings with it some upside. So we'll look for that. Most of the plays we have are all pretty up. Have some Coca-Cola covered calls. I think I was meaning to roll that out. Maybe I didn't get enough premium, or maybe the premium's just not enough to make sense to sell on that guy. We have our Palantir $20 put. Palantir, um, hanging around $21 today. I didn't see what was the low on the day. Yeah, just a little bit below $21. So that guy's looking good. The calls we sold, only 4 days till expiration. I will roll those out pretty soon. That AT&T put, AT&T not doing happily, and kind of expecting that right now, since a lot of the growth stocks were doing really well today. So I expect some rotation out of the value stocks into more growth, since the S&P is doing so well today. But again, since the reason I didn't cut out of this one, the put, because let's see, I mean the delta's at a 0.97, so I don't get very much more downside by owning this as to cutting out. So I'm not really saving anything there. So if I end up owning 100 more shares of AT&T, that's okay. Our AT&T calls that we sold, I think those will be just fine. Would we have a whole nother penny to collect on those guys? So we'll let those expire before I decide what to do with my AT&T shares. Like I said, we might hold those for a little bit longer, just to see what the true valuation of AT&T should be. Other than that, let's see, we have our Tapestry covered calls, pretty much worthless. I should roll those out, but I wanted to wait for a little bit of uptick, which it looks like it's having today, so I may go ahead and get those things rolled out. Put credit spreads on Tesla looking great, the 500s. The Iron Condors looking fantastic. As a matter of fact, I think we only have, about $10 left in these. I should probably close those out for $10. It doesn't make sense to have a whole $60 on the line for $6,000 worth of collateral, just in case any crazy movements happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the order, 6 of those, see if we can grab $10. And it may not happen right away. But if they happen to close out, that's just fine. We'll probably open up some more a little further out. Let's see what we have left in these put credit spreads. $10 as well. So we'll go ahead and put an order to close those two. We'll close those for $10. And just see some of our collateral come back. And we have one more. We have 1,805. And I was going to wait to see where Tesla looks like it peaks out and wait to roll that out, my covered call. I did roll one out this morning to the following week to an 800. Collected $64. We're down on that a little bit because Tesla obviously did move to the upside. And yeah, everything else looking pretty good, actually. So all in all, nice green days. And as Tesla goes back up, then we'll roll closer, or not roll, but we'll get closer back to where we were at that 7. I think, by the end of the year, we're seeing well over 700, 800, something like that. I know at this point there's only about 6 more months to go, but we have a lot of good things happening with them. So everything that I had rolled out to July And we'll take a look. Let's take a look at what I do have in July real quick, which isn't very far off. My goodness. 630s, 650s are actually the highest thing there. So most of those things should start looking pretty good as Tesla goes up. Prior to that, and then all the end of the year stuff that we do have a couple YOLO debit spreads, 990, 1000s, but everything else is about 700 or a little bit less. So that's what we're seeing a lot of the gains on today, and that's why we'll see relative to the stock price movement, we should see some quite a bit of account movement as we move towards that point. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Love you all, and hope to see you tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great day and make a lot of money.